Ooh. Since my buttons want to keep unbuttoning, I know in fact you don't need to keep pointing it out though, trousers. Gee. And my buttons just unbuttoned again. Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a part 2 to my first sex pet peeves. So this is going to be sex pet peeves part 2 because I have got so many sex peeves that there is probably going to be a part 3, a part 4, a part 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100 because I have a lot of pet peeves, especially in sex. So let's get right into the video. My first pet peeve is overly cocky guys. Right now, has anyone gone through the talking stage where you guys are chatting each other up and you guys are getting ready to hook up or something, and then the guy's like to you,
"You're gonna have the best sex you've ever had. I'm gonna make you finish in like 2 seconds. You know, every girl I've shagged, they've always come."
Things like that. They just kind of overly hype you up to the point where you feel like,
you know what, I'm about to get the best sex of my life. This guy is confident, he knows what he's talking about. I can't wait.
And then you sleep with them. And they're probably like the worst shag of your life. He's not even rubbing the right spots. He's trying to go for your clit and he's rubbing your butt cheek like he's that far off. Has anyone been through that? Because I have a good couple of times. So this is why I don't trust men. I just don't trust men anymore. I really don't. Because the amount of times men are always bullshitted to me how they're literally this kind of expert sex god, and then in reality they're not even like hitting the right spots. The whole thing was just uncomfortable. Boys, if you really want a girl to sleep with you, just be honest. Just be honest. That's it. You don't need to make up a bunch of lies about how you're good in this, you're good at that, whatever. Stop. There's no need. My next pet peeve is bloody rank, is disgusting. When someone's literally sweating so much during sex to the point where the sweat is dripping on you.
Heart been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe.
Yeah. And the worst part is that's happened to me more than once, like a good couple times. I remember this guy that I was, you know, been hooking up with. He was on top and he was just going at it, but like he was using up way too much of his energy. He needed a pipe down, and like he's literally sweating everywhere. Like you can sweat, obviously I know that means you're doing a good job. You're like, you know, going hard and everything. But if you're literally sweating to the point where it's dripping on me, no, don't drip your dusty bodily fluids on me. Yuck. I am actually such a germaphobe. I hate shit like that. So yeah, cancel that. We live in England. It's not even that hot to be dripping like that. It's cold every day. Even in summer it's cold. So why are you dripping like that? Another pet peeve of mine is I hate when someone's going down on you and they just give up, like they don't let you finish. You see, the thing is here, I rely on head a lot when it comes to sex because for some reason I don't really come through sex. My entire life I've only ever come once through sex, and that was mainly because I was rubbing myself. So technically I helped myself come through sex. Like it wasn't even the guy really, it was me who done the work. For some reason I just can't come through penetrative.
Stupid.
You know what I bloody mean. Oh my goodness. So I can't come through sex for some reason, but guess what? It's like most women. 75% of women have never even come through sex before. So I do rely on head a lot to, you know, make me finish. So when someone's going down on me and they just kind of like, okay, that's enough, it's my turn. Now listen to me. And listen to me carefully. You are going to suck my pussy. If you're going to go down on me, you better finish the job. Don't start the job and then leave. You wouldn't go to work, clock in, start doing a bunch of jobs, and then halfway you're like, yeah, I can't be asked anymore, and just walk out. Would you? If you are going to start the job, you are going to finish the job. If anything looks different, my camera just cut off like 3 times. I'm not quite sure why, but thanks iPhone. My next pet peeve in bed. Bad breath. Yeah! Listen, right? If you've got bad breath and you're having sex with me, don't just leave. That is so disrespectful. If you don't brush your teeth before we do anything, or at least take a mint or some mouthwash, you're cancelled. I'm gonna make sure everyone knows about you. I'm gonna cancel you, you disgusting son of a... I'm just kidding. You know what? I don't care if someone has bad breath in general. Obviously, just stay away from me. But if you're literally gonna have your willy or whatever in me, and you're on top of me, or I'm in your face and your breath smells like booty hole, we are gonna have an issue, because that is nasty. That is disgusting. Disgusting! How do people like have the nerve to do that? To me, it's kind of like not washing your penis or vagina before you have sex with someone. Like, it's just out of respect. If someone is gonna have sex with me and they haven't cleaned themselves down below, or you know, their mouth region, I'm not having sex with you. I just hope like I've made it clear I'm not having sex with you. I'm staying well away. I don't know if this is just me or if anyone else feels like this, but I don't like when guys finish inside of me. It just feels mad uncomfortable. It just feels really like thrushy, like I'm about to catch an STI. It just makes me feel really weird down below. I just don't like semen in my cooch. It just feels really like heavy down below after, just really sticky. And sorry, I know, TMI, it's a lot to take in, especially if you're a guy watching this, but yeah, us girls go through a lot to please you guys. Once again, I don't know if it's just me, but I just don't like when people finish in me. Like, you can do it on my back, my face, my titties, I don't care, but inside me, no. Unless I'm trying to get pregnant, that is the only way I don't mind when a guy finishes inside of me, is if I'm getting pregnant. So that is the only exception I'd make if a guy wants to finish in me. Other than that, I don't really like it. I just don't like the feeling. Other than that, I don't care. I'm not bothered. It's just the feeling that is like, something about it's just really uncomfortable. I don't know if it's just me. I feel like a lot of girls would vouch for me and agree with me when I say that, but I don't know. So far, it's just a me problem. The next pet peeve. Right, okay. Lack of lube. To kind of give you a bit of an imagery of what I mean by that, one time I was shagging this guy and he was a whole footballer. This guy actually played for Arsenal. This guy was a whole, like, you know, a whole man. And we met up, we went to a hotel, and you know, we're about to get jiggy with it. This guy literally just shoved it in. Aww. He was, you can just tell he was so unexperienced. Like, honey, you are a footballer, which means you are fit. You're physically fit. You know what you're doing. Like, I would think you'd know what he's doing, considering like the way he looked. He was really good looking. You can tell he got a lot of girls, but no. If anything, I felt like I took his virginity or something. This guy just did not seem like he knew what he was doing. He just took his willy and just shoved it in. I think that was probably the first time I ever bled during sex and it wasn't my period. I remember he went into the bathroom and took a shower and he comes back out and he's like,
"Are you bleeding?"
I'm like,
Yeah.
at first I didn't realise, and I was just like,
What?
because I knew I didn't start my period for like a good 2 weeks or so. So I checked down below and I'm literally bleeding. Like, this guy fucked me dry. You could tell he didn't even know what lube was. He didn't even spit on anything. It was some dry, horrid sex. So yeah, please make sure you use your lube, okay? Please, I cannot stress how important it is to use lube. And plus it feels nicer as well. When you use like quite a lot of lube, not a lot, but like 2 to 3 squirts, it actually feels quite nice. And I definitely recommend the tingling lube. I love that. For some reason it gives you this kind of, I can't think of a word, but it just gives you this really nice tingly sensation down below. I don't know, I just recommend it. But yeah, moral of the story, use lube. No dry sex. That guy's actually such a donkey. Like, what is wrong with him? Right, and my last pet peeve is people who use people for sex. So for example, a year or 2 ago, there was this YouTuber that came up on my Explore page. He's not just a YouTuber, like, he's really popular in the UK. If you're from England, you'll know who he is straight away, but I'm obviously not gonna bait him out. He's a type of person where everyone thinks he's really nice, but I know the real side to him. I still watch some of his videos, mainly because he does a lot of collabs and stuff, so I kind of have no choice but to watch him because he collabs with a lot of my favorite YouTubers. If people people really knew like the real side to this guy, he would be cancelled instantly. With the way he treated me, he'd be cancelled. But let me explain. So I was literally just on Instagram one day and I happened to come across his profile, and literally all I did was like 2 or 3 of his pictures and went about my day. That's it. Him being, you know, really popular, I obviously didn't think he was gonna like message me or anything. Like, I just liked his pictures and went on with it. 2 hours later, I get a follow request and he's trying to follow me, and he's in my inboxes and he's just going on about how I have a lovely bum, and like how pretty I am and stuff. And I was just like, okay, thanks, I guess, bye. But no, he just kept carrying on the conversation. He pretty much just went straight into, so when we meeting up, when we doing this? I'm like, all I did was like 3 of your pictures, mate, calm down. He asked for my number, and me being the little hoe I was at the time, I gave it to him. So we started talking on WhatsApp. I just casually ask him, before he gives me his number and everything, on Instagram, so what's with all this? Like, what are your intentions? What do you want? Basically. But obviously I said it in a much nicer way, and this guy literally just loses his shit. He's like,
you know what, F you, it's fine, like, I don't care.
I didn't want you anyway. I'm just like, all I asked was, what are your intentions? Calm down, I'm not rejecting you. Guys are just so sensitive. Like, when they don't get their own way, they are so sensitive. So pretty much all his intentions were, just from seeing one picture of my bum and my face, he wanted to shag me. Like, have you got no respect? I shagged him anyway, but yeah, do you like get what I mean? Like, I just don't get I just don't like people like that who just kind of assume straight away, just because of your status, I'm gonna have sex with you. I really just contradicted myself right there from what I just said, and then saying that I did shag him anyway.
Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe.
But yeah, I just don't like people like that. People who just use people for sex and kind of just assume that they're gonna have sex with them just because of either their status or just because they're good looking or whatever. I don't like people like that. As you can see, I'm looking like a whole snack, but I don't expect every guy or girl who walks past me, I don't expect them to want to shag me just because of the way I look and just because of my nice booty. But anyway, you know what I mean. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and you'll get more videos like this. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.